Hi, it's Jane Laline here from the Institute of Dental Business, and I hope that I can be sharing some really useful tips and thought-provoking ideas that enable you to be the dentist that everyone loves to recommend. So today what I'd really like to talk about is the contentious issue of the locum clause in an associate or self-employed contract. So that's hygienists and therapists too. I know that many associates don't want it there. They worry about it and they think it's arduous and onerous and often perceive that it's the principal being controlling and dictatorial and maybe even money grabbing. But this absolutely is not the truth at all. There are several markers that are predefined by HMRC and employment law about what makes you self-employed. And if you want to experience the benefits of being self-employed, we need to be able to demonstrate and answer the question, why are you not on somebody's payroll? Which means that you really do have to demonstrate that you fulfill the criteria of being self-employed. And one of the markers, as defined by HMRC, is that you have the right to put in a locum to act on your behalf. So that locum clause is there to protect you as an associate if you want to be self-employed. But the thing about self-employment contracts or agreements is that it's not all about what's written. What's more important is what is done. And as Matt Hancock has recently learned, integrity is really important. What you say and what you do have to be in alignment. And that applies to all your contracts of self-employment and being employed with your team members. So if you have a locum clause in your contract, which you should, it has to be used. Because if you have a locum clause in there and you don't use it, that absolutely undermines your claim that you are self-employed. Now, what does it matter? It matters massively, because if there's an inland revenue assessment of whether you're self-employed or not, there will be penalties if they decide on the balance of probability that your relationship with the practice is employed rather than self-employed. There will be back tax and national insurance to be paid. And who's going to pick that up? It will probably be the principal, and it could go back 7 years. So as a principal, I'm talking to you principals now, if your associates, self-employed associates, do not have a locum clause in your agreement, and you are not utilising that locum clause, so if they go on maternity leave, you're not asking them to provide a locum. If they're off sick, you're not asking them to provide a locum. If they are on holiday or leave for extended periods of time, you're not asking them to provide a locum. You are putting yourself and them at risk. And could your practice and you personally survive financially if you had to pay back 7 years worth of back tax and national insurance? So there is an easy way. Please take out locum insurance, associates. So you have that peace of mind that should you need an associate or a locum, you can afford it. Because your principal should be asking you to provide a locum. And I'm really sorry that this is a contentious issue. I'm really sorry you probably don't want to hear this, either if you are a principal or an associate. But as a profession, we need to be talking about this, because post-COVID, the marketplace is going to change. Rishi Sunak wants his money back. And he's going to go for low-lying fruit first, and redefining employed and self-employed people is low-lying fruit. So go back, have those conversations, be honest with each other, and really be honest with yourself. Are you really employed, or are you self-employed? Look forward to hearing from you soon. Bye for now.